That sounds custom. You know, I kind of like the name Beefy Stool because I get so nervous every time I do this that I actually take a beefy stool before I come up here. I'm going to try something a little different tonight, though. This is a list of carefully selected random thoughts that I had today. And I wrote all of these in the last 2 hours, so set the bar kind of low. This joke's not going to work anymore, but I have night blindness, Russell, so just kind of jerk me on the perineum at 4 minutes. I'm going to change that to 6 minutes now, though. That's okay. I didn't really prepare a lot for tonight, just kind of the usual, just a quick glisten of Preparation H, maybe a boof of ginkgo biloba. I don't actually have hemorrhoids. I just find that it saves on paper, and that's really good for the planet. Preparation is like the chap stick for your butthole. I never get accused of having a chapped ass anywhere. I like to put extraordinary emphasis on the space between chap and stick, because if you say it too fast, it sounds like I put chapstick on my butt. So here's a interesting thing. If you wear camo to a strip club, you don't have to pay, because they'll never see you coming. Don't go to a gay bar with your friends if you have an early bedtime, because that's not the place to say, "Come on, guys." When I got married, I made my wife wear knee pads instantly because it helps with introductions. If you say our name too fast, it sounds like Neil and Amy. I don't let her eat hamburgers either because she loves Five Guys a lot. A lot of people say that I'm a badass because I can eat cookie dough with raw eggs in it. They also think I'm a badass because of my preference of Billy Joel. A lot of people say that the best album Billy Joel had was The Stranger. It's not, is it? It's the greatest hits. There's a couple new things in my life. I just got my first Twitter account. Yeah. Uh-huh. So you're kind of seeing through this one already, aren't you? We also rescued a dog that has a handicap. She's got a lisp. So now every time I get a tweet on my phone, she gets real excited and spins around in circles. We've also got a bird with 2 wieners. His name's Peckers. Here's a question. Why is it such a hard decision for a dog to figure out where to poop? They spin around forever, look over here, look over there. Time to go. I think middle names are really pretentious. Neil Octavius Purkiss III. I'm not better than you. A woman asked me to spot her at the gym until she learned that I don't have periods. After last week here on Tuesday, everybody called me a son of a bitch after my mom left. And you kind of got to be here for that one, but a lot of these other guys know. One time I got tongue-tied. I got into a conversation with my boss. I told him, great conversation. Well, I started to say great conversation at the end, but when I changed from conversation to talk, what came out was great cock. At that same job, I almost got fired for sexual harassment. I had to go to the HR office. I walked into a building and there was an employee bent over a machine, and I said, "Look at the shitter on that critter." It turns out that Donnie wasn't as good of a friend as I thought he was. That's true. And Another true thing is that when I was a baby, I was put into the gifted program. That's where my parents wrapped me up in a neat little bundle and set me on somebody else's doorstep. I think it would save a lot of money if we were born as tall as we're going to be. Not like come out 6 feet tall, but grow down instead of up. And you wouldn't have to buy so many clothes all the time. I dated a girl that worked internationally. She was a server at IHOP. It's not funny. She cheated on me. She was bucking for a promotion, but the position seemed to be pretty evident that it was internal. That's all of that part, so now I'm going to get on to the rest of the 2 minutes. You guys ever watched... what's that show? Love is Blind. There we go. You don't watch it unless you're married. It's not a show single guys watch, but it's got a really cool concept. You know, there's like 15 guys, 15 girls, and they're in these pods. They never get to see each other, and so they get to know each other on an emotional level. You know, they get to figure each other out without the contamination of appearance. And it's just ridiculous the way these people act. You know, it's scary to think of a blind date like that. Like, oh God, what if she's got 3 legs or ropes for hair? But everybody on the show is hot. So this guy, he says he's 6.5 feet tall. He's got muscles on top of muscles. And he's mad because girls never take him serious. They think that he's just a big meathead. Well, try having some real problems, dick. You know? How about have to work 2 jobs so you can pay your bills, child support, and restitution? How about have a haircut that looks like Moses was your hairstylist? How about having a butthole that smells exactly the same before the shower as it does after the shower? That's all for me, folks.